All right, traders, a very warm welcome. I'm Devang Mehra from the Financial Analyst, and plan worked very well today. I can put it that way. I think I made a lot of money today. I'm going to show you what I did, but I share all my trades in your Telegram. It's open for all the public. So if you're not in my Telegram group already, there's a link in the description box below. So try to join that for free. And we discussed everything in detail yesterday and where markets should open. And it exactly opened there. We knew what to do. We knew we had to go long on the IT stocks, and things worked very, very fine. Yesterday, American markets were up, Indian futures were trading quite up, and everyone was becoming very, very bullish. And even today morning, when the market started, I got so many messages, people saying we're buying calls, and they ultimately hit a loss because it's expiry play, and expiry play things do become quite, lack of direction exists in the market. So I'll talk about all those things. It's the welcome to the post-market analysis for today, the weekly expiry on 10th of March 2021. So I'm going to show you what I did today. Today was a very good day for me, and YouTube actually is a good luck for me. The day I've come back, my consistency is back. Yesterday, clocked in about 45K. Today, clocked in about 53K. I didn't take a lot of positions, and I've been telling you this every single day. We are in a range on Nifty. 14,900, sorry, 850 numbers, 15,200. It's a range. If you are in the range, you buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. You can't trail stop losses. That's the entire reason my positions are small. I'm not taking tons of positions. Same is the case with Bank Nifty. 34,000 and sorry, 35,600 levels, or 35,000 numbers to 36,400 is a big range. You need to break out in one direction to actually go long in that direction. So today I took a trade on Nifty. This was my first trade, Nifty March 15,000 put option. I booked a loss here. So I'm going to tell you something why I booked a loss here. Look in the screen. You can see very well that the India VIX today was down. Where is the India VIX? All right. So India VIX today was, let me just find where India VIX is. Yeah, so India VIX today was down 7.77%. Try to understand the logic behind these things. So when the volatility index is down, it means that you're not going to make a lot of money on your premiums. Premiums will decay very fast because, a trader, our best friend, when we are trading in the market is volatility. When the India VIX is down, it shows sideways markets, range bound markets. So you cannot make a lot of money, whether you're sitting on call, whether you're sitting on puts. So that's the entire idea about it. So the reason why I booked my loss very quick, try to understand this. Try to book losses fast. When you know things are not going in a direction, book it fast, enter into another position. So also, I was in the March expiry, 15,000 out the money, was not working out, took a small SL, exited. And then exactly I took a 15,100p. This was the trade idea I had shared yesterday. I'll show you the yesterday's clipping, what it is. And finally, I made a lot of money on Infosys. I told you all very clearly yesterday, it's time for the IT to outperform. We will need to become aggressive on the IT sector. Worked out for me. I played heavy quantity because I was having heavy conviction with the trade, and things worked. Earned a good 53K. Booked today. I'm not holding anything, carrying forward out of these positions. So, I speak a lot. My videos are long, but if you spare some time from your busy routines, if you hear what I say, I'm sure I'll be able to help you out in your journey. So make sure you like this video. If you earned something, if you benefited from this analysis, let me know in the comment section below, and click on that bell icon because I upload videos at different timings and you'll be updated when I come out with the video. So I want to show you some clippings of what we discussed yesterday. And this is the first thing I discussed yesterday. Let's listen to what I had to say. So I think now is the time that IT can start to perform. You can see this resistance trend line coming in the IT sector, and we have seen a good build-up coming in the IT sector. So if the Nifty IT, breaks the highs today, or if you see 26,000 levels being broken on Nifty IT, you should be an aggressive buyer on Nifty IT. Targets one could be 26,400. Target two could be 26,800. So that's what I discussed clearly. I gave you the list of all the stocks in Nifty IT that will perform today. And if you see the Nifty IT stocks, every stock that I'd given you yesterday was up about 2.5%, 3%, LTI 5%, Coforge 5%, even Mindtree 5%. So all these levels were given to you yesterday. I hope you benefited from the IT rally. Always remember, there is sector rotation that's going on. I'm also getting positive news from the cement sector. So I'll be covering that on the educational video tomorrow. When I get some time, I'll take out, find the charts and share my idea behind this. But today was a day of IT. We identified the sector, made money, everyone was alerted in time. And a lot of people in our group traded Mindtree, some people traded Wipro, HCL Tech. End of the day, everyone's in profit. That's what matters. And I'm really thankful to each and every one of you who spend your time and your precious time watching my videos. The second idea that I gave you, which is very, very important, I shared the data with you last night. And a lot of people say the data is useless, but eventually the money everyone has made today watching a video is because of the data. Try to understand what I had to say yesterday so that you can, totally understand why we took puts today in the morning. It is by analyzing the stock future data. Today, see what has happened. Some very important thing has happened today. Today, clients have gone long on stock future. About 20,000 odd contracts, they have been long on stock future. They are bullish. That means that FIIs have to be bearish. FIIs have reduced 17,000 stock future contracts. Now, this is what I don't understand. If markets want to go up, yeah, which they should. So I'm going to forward it out for you. If the markets want to go up tomorrow, why are the FIIs booking profits and exiting their in stock futures? That's what I said. This is one very small point people forget to understand. I got so many people saying tomorrow markets are going to touch 15,300. I would be with you, but the question is, why is this FII selling coming in? If FIIs wanted the markets to go up, why is the FII selling stock future? And that is what's important. These are small nitty-gritties that I see in the market, small logical things. That's why I always say, guys, technicals is something which is fine, you have to understand, but all these logical things, what the big players are doing, you have to understand. So today the data is not only be out in, I think in 2 hours time. So I'll make a video when it is out, analyzing the markets, what you can expect in the coming days. But it's very important at this point, and listen to what I had to say earlier. Index is nothing. Sure, you can see SGX 50 strong closing today in the markets. Tomorrow will be a gap up. But because of this stock future data in the red, 20,000 odd contracts, this tells me that tomorrow it's expiry, so we expect volatile play. If you open gap up, this tells me that the gap could be filled or partially filled. So I will give you. That's the simple, the logic I told you. I hope that made sense. And when you see these nitty-gritties in your data, I hope you remember these points, because the main reason why I come and do these videos is to help you. My idea is not to give you calls. I'm not a person who gives trade ideas, but my main understanding is I hope you take these small points with you and go a long way. And exactly that happened. If you look at the charts of intraday charts of Nifty, you opened gap up. It was a good 15,200. Exactly that was discussed. I'll show that in the next snippet. Everything was discussed. You went down, filled the gap. I told you 15,100, very, very strong support. It immediately filled the gap, 20 MA support, bounced back. Nothing could be simpler. Same was the case with Bank Nifty. You opened quite a big gap up. You filled the gap and then again went up. Nifty has given a good closing. If you compare both the charts, Nifty has done a fairly better closing. This is owing to the IT stocks. The metals did good. Pharmas did well. But Bank Nifty has not done very well. It's almost closed flat. So if you look at the daily chart, it is some kind of a doji or a big kind of a red candle. So I'll come to that in a bit. Let's talk about the third video, what I've been discussing with you. That was the idea I gave to you tomorrow. I told you I'll be doing this. People who, listen to me have made money today. Yeah, is let's say you open gap up somewhere around 15,200. Try to observe what the first 15 minutes are doing. If first 15-minute candle breaks out, sustains, it means the market wants to go up. But if the first 15-minute candles gives you a doji shooting star kind of formation, I would be taking a short. I think my SL for tomorrow will be 15,200 on closing basis, if you want to take it fully. Perfect. So that's what I discussed. So I said, try to understand. Never, immediately get excited when the market opens. The most people I've seen that lose money is because when the markets open, they immediately get very, very excited. And see what happened today. This was the first. I'll show you the 15-minute charts. Let's see the first candle. This is the first 15-minute candle. I said very clearly, try to observe what the first 15-minute candle is in Nifty is doing. Is the first 15-minute candle giving you a breakout? Because if it is not giving you a breakout, you are not going to go above this candle. The very simple logic is because 15,200 is a massive resistance. I added a couple of points yesterday. I said very clearly that if a level has to be broken, it's a concrete level, it has to be tested 2 or 3 times and only then it can break. So now if it breaks in the coming days, I will be happy with it. I will accept that. But it was not going to be possible today. Why? Because only it was accepted or rejected, I would say, one time. That was point number one. Point number two, I said, if you are opening at this resistance, markets literally try to understand this. You opened at 15,200, resistance coming in at 15,200. So markets literally have to jump 10, 20 points to give you a breakout. But if the markets from this level, they are not able to jump 10, 20 points, but they're actually falling down. This means that they are not willing to go up today. Number two, if the markets are coming down and if you're, let's say, buying this gap filling, your targets have to be this area. Why? Because if the markets could not break out here, you cannot accept the markets to break out from a lower level. So all these points had been discussed. I hope you understood this. So try and also listen to the next note that I had to say. Or I can say, so you can try out both these things. So my idea tomorrow will be, I will obviously, you ask me, will you be buying the breakout tomorrow? Because looks like SGX is quite up. So we talked about all these things. Much higher. So when we looked at the data, I said SGX is 15,260, but I said very clearly that you will be opening at 15,200. If you open gap up, I will not be buying the breakout immediately. I will try to observe first 15 minutes and maybe take a short here. So let's see how that works out. So that was the idea. I hope it worked out for you. So these were the trades I took. I went short here in the first candle. In the second candle, yes, my premiums got decayed here. That was one mistake I made. But I booked my loss here and immediately scalped the entire entry. And I sent a message in all the forums that do not be more short. The reason is it's a weekly expiry and the data was also mixed. So you will be getting two-sided movements. And that's been happening for the past couple of days. Another observation I've seen now in Nifty is that this is something I saw in November months, in December months, and I've been seeing this for the past couple of days. You know, markets have been falling in the first half. They have been falling in the first half, but in the second half, we are seeing abnormal buying. We are seeing abnormal buying. We are seeing some good buying. Some good buying is being seen. That is something which I have started to see from the last 7-8 sessions. Every time the market falls in the first half, and then we see buying. So I want to see what the data that comes out today is, because that will give me an idea what I want to do tomorrow on Friday. Tomorrow is a holiday, so use that time to enjoy with your family, because it's equally important to enjoy. Another lesson I want to give you from my today's position is, please, the markets are still in a range. 15,200 is maintained on closing basis. So until that breaks on closing basis, you cannot be aggressive player in the market. So please only take those much positions which you are comfortable with. I don't want people to take positions, through which they keep on analyzing SGX Nifty full day. What I witness among my clients is they take so heavy positions that every night they're awake looking at SGX Nifty, American markets, and trying to understand what's going to happen tomorrow. Please try to avoid that habit. That's the best. That's a very bad addiction, I would say. And be light in the market. We will become aggressive when we have to. Also, there is another very important date which is coming at 19th of March. I will throw some light on this in the next couple of days. Let's approach that date first. I don't want to give you a premature idea, because a lot of times when I give an idea, people start to work on that idea even before that the idea is about to happen. So we'll come to that date and accordingly analyze what we have to do there. But please keep this date in mind. 19th to 22nd. These are 2-3 days which are very important. 19th is a Friday. 22nd, I think, is a Monday. So we will be doing some heavy trading on one of these days. I will alert you when we have to do that. What's the position? What's the stop loss? So right now, let's look at the global markets, how things have played out. If you made some money today, if you made some loss today, that doesn't matter. We will come back. As I always say, don't go for the full pie. Catch a part of the pie. Send me your screenshots on my Instagram page. Also, you can let me know on YouTube comment section what you did. If you made the mistakes, what were those mistakes? Let me know in the comments. I will love to read all of them, reply to you guys, so we can learn better, faster. So let's have a look at the American futures. Dow Jones is trading flattish, about 80 odd points up. So no movement here. On the Dow Jones, you have to see last night a big rejections came. So Dow Jones, an aggressive buy only comes above 32,200. So we'll have to see, does 32,200 level break in this session today, which starts at 8 o'clock in America, because now aggressive buying will come only above this level thanks to these two shooting stars that we are seeing in the market. S&P 500 is not open yet, but as I said, I gave you this trend line. I said try to observe, does this trend line break tomorrow? It didn't break, and that also gave me an additional confirmation that today I wanted to go short in the market. Number two, Nasdaq futures, and they're doing fine. Nothing, no big movements happening. We're about flat. We were down quite a bit earlier, but things are doing okay. Nothing big happening. My super trend settings shows me that this level is a very, very strong resistance, which is the current market price. So somewhere around 12,800 odd numbers. So let's try to see, does this turn green? Does this turn into a buy? That's going to give me a lot of idea of how I can plan my trades in the coming days. Bond yields have cooled off. Yep, bond yields have cooled off. So that's the thing why American markets, you've seen them rising. VIX in America is also cooling off. That's a good sign that bulls are taking control. Not a lot of money is being made by the buyers. Dollar index going strong. IT is doing well. Dollar, after the big fall yesterday, has starting to come up. And German markets trading flat. UK markets trading flat. So no basically big movements happening in the global markets as of now. I don't think there's any news right now which is triggering any big movements. So let's see what happens in America today and America tomorrow. SGX Nifty will be open tomorrow, but Indian markets will be shut. So let's try to understand what will happen there. SGX currently is about 30 odd points down, trading in a very tight range flat, no big movements in SGX. So this tells me that you have to be very silent on the markets as of now. Talking about Nifty Bank for a bit, IT sector is looking strong. I'll do a comment on the cement stocks. I also think, before I forget, I also think pharma sector could be the next sector which is starting to going to start to rally. If you look at the pharma charts, the pharma sector is starting to get strong. You can see this resistance trend line coming in, and I think once this Bollinger Band middle band, the 20 MA is broken, you will see RSI above 50 when the middle band is broken, and we can see a very good momentum coming in the pharma stocks. So I think the next sector which I would love to trade is when the pharma breaks out. Today exactly 20 MA is given resistance. So the moment this starts to break and go above this, you can get into stocks like Dr. Reddy's, Sun Pharma, Cipla, etc. So we'll analyze all of those stocks in the coming video. So I'll do a detailed video once the data is out, so I can give an opinion. Also, let's look at Nifty. Nifty has done a good closing. It's a fine closing. We are at highs. The closing is at highs, so that is a good thing for Nifty in the sense that it could break out on Friday. It's a big possibility, but again, it matters where you open. The breakout will only happen if you open, a gap up type or a flattish type. But if you open gap down, then the breakout's not going to happen. So the data that comes in today will help us to identify what's going to happen on Friday on Nifty charts. But relatively, Nifty has done well thanks to pharma, thanks to ITs. It's done a good job. And the bank Nifty has not done very well. The PSUs today have been have seen huge sellings. Sorry, it's been flat. Nothing. Sorry, I thought 3.5% down. Everything's been PSUs were fine, but we saw some fall in the private banks. Bank Nifty has turned quite weak. The closing of Bank Nifty is weak. Why do I say it's a weak closing? Because you opened at 36,100 odd levels and we closed about 200 points down. And we have still not broken the 20 MA, the middle Bollinger Band. The middle Bollinger Band comes to 948. Current closing is 938. So we are still taking rejections from that price. So you will have to close above this level, because if you start to trade below this level, then the targets of lower Bollinger Bands do open up. So all of these things will be clear once we see the data. And that's about it for now, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment box. I'll be reading all the comments and I will answer to all your questions. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to click on that bell icon. I'll see you in some time. Thank you.